Hello, planner besties. It's been a while. I've missed all my busy bees. Guess what? This woman's work planner has a new look for the new season. Let's get into it. Welcome to Stories and Stationery. This is a brand new channel where we explore how planning, journaling, and storytelling can lead to peace and productivity in your work and throughout your entire life. I'm your host, Ebony. I have been an educator and author for more than 25 years. Today, I want to do a short walkthrough of my updated 2025 work planner. As an educator and academic, my academic year began in August and it's over now in early May. I wanted to show you some of the changes that I've made as I've gotten into summer. You may remember this woman's work planner for 2025. That was this cover. This is a Jane's Agenda vegan leather cover. It's sort of a pebble vegan leather, and I loved using this during the winter. Well, I just invested in a Cactus vegan leather cover from Cloth and Paper. I think it really fits the spring season, and I can't wait to talk about how I'm using it. I think it's just beautiful inside. If this is the kind of content that you find useful, do me a favor. Why don't you hit the like and subscribe buttons and share this video with a neighbor and a friend? It's the only way that other busy bees like you and me will ever find my channel. Thank you so much. Let's get into it. So, one of the things that I've become less nervous about in the time that I've been away from you is lighting candles while I'm planning. So today I have a Meyer's Clean Day soy candle and some dried flowers that my mother and I received for Easter from church. So I just really felt like this is, it's still very pretty. My mom is really good at taking bouquets and gifts and just culling the other flowers. It was huge when we first got it, and now just a few weeks later these beautiful blossoms remain. So I'm gonna tuck this over here just for the hint of lavender, and then I'm going to light this soy candle from Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day soy candle. I've had this for a while and it is going to make the space smell like lilac. I want to put it over here in this corner because remember when I first started these videos I said, well, unlike the people who have been doing this and they have the perfect aesthetic, oops, camera needs to adjust a little. Some of the people have been doing this forever. They have the perfect aesthetic and, everything is light and airy in their studios. It's just gorgeous. And I'm just like, okay, I'm afraid the paper will catch fire. So we're going to try an experiment. I think with this little candle, I'll feel very comfortable with it. See, already my aesthetic is something else. I am, the lid for the candle is way over here and I am here. So let's do this. I am going to light the candle and we're going to talk about it. Meanwhile, I hope that you and yours have been well. It has been quite a time, I think, in our country for many of us. And I think by lighting a candle and taking some time away from the social media scroll and the everyday politics, I think that this is a way in which we can just reconnect with each other, reconnecting with nature, reconnecting with the self, and just really seeing what it is that we are doing. My spring nails are gorgeous. They were done by Whitley LaFloria of I'm Unique Nails. I'm going to put her Instagram below so you can check her out. If you are anywhere near Southeast Michigan or Northern Ohio, definitely check her out. I mean, my nails are still beautiful and I mean, perfect front and back. And she does gel X, she does acrylic, she does regular manicures, she does it all. And I have kind of Easter nails with a twist, and these nails are 2 weeks old, so you can already see they've just started to grow out a little bit. And so, yeah, let's talk about it. So, yes, this is a cloth and paper planning folio, planner folio, and I paired it with this pencil case or pen case and journal folio elastic from cloth and paper. I don't remember if that is the name. I didn't study up before I filmed this video because I said, listen, it's been a few weeks since I filmed, and if I don't post and film soon, then I'm going to abandon the channel, and I don't think I want to do that. So again, I have a few pens in here and pencils, and this is a little different than the vibe of my previous setup where I had my pens and pencils kind of stuck on the sides. And I chose to use this pencil case. I don't have anything on the inside. I feel like it makes it bulky in my bag, but I am still loving these friction pens. They're the clicker erasables. Let me see if it can come into focus for you. There it is. The clicker erasable 07. I adore this pen. It is just giving me life because you can erase it. It's pen. It's pretty durable. It doesn't smear much. It's incredible. So that is something that I am using and I am loving. I have my Uniball pen for the uni pen that is kind of like a fine Sharpie. It is for your transparent stickies as well as page flags, and I am loving that. And then of course I have my tool pencil if I ever need any kind of pencil. So that is something I love. I really think this pop of black is chic against the camel toned Cactus vegan leather. So this is a vegan leather that is made out of cactus. And I have a confession to make. I got this folio last year. I think once I saw the pencil case in order to band it, I became a believer in the cloth and paper folios. There were two things that I was hesitant about. First, when I loaded it up, and you all know from the winter, I do load these things up. I just found the leather to be so, it's soft, but it was so fine that I was afraid that it would just gape open in my purse and things would go everywhere. The other thing is that, and this is just a small thing because I have been in the Jane's Agenda vegan leather folios. They have elastic, they have the elastic pen and pencil loop holders, and I love that. I just absolutely love that. It's amazing. And then of course you don't have to worry about putting any kind of pen loop on the Jane's Agenda planners because they already have this clasp. This is a magnetic, let me move my flower back a bit. This is a magnetic clasp. So, and you can see it's durable. I used my leather conditioning wipes and just wiped it down, and now it's in storage. I pulled it out in order to film this video. So just when I'm ready to change it up again, I can switch back. But I just have to tell you how much I am loving this. So again, this just looks so chic. When I put it down on a desk or a conference room table, people take notice. And I have figured out, you know, like it solved two things for me. This pen loop was, this is not what it is called. I think it is, I need to look this up. I'm going to put it down in the comments so that you'll be able to get it. We received this version of it, I believe, in the February box, and then they sold us the black version of this case. And I think this just solved such a huge problem. One, how to carry your pens beyond sort of the leather or vegan leather loop that they have in their folios, as well as how do you keep it together if you're stuffing it full and are throwing it into a bag. So anyway, I love the color of this. I'm gonna show you the texture. It's very smooth, it's very soft. I really like it, and it is the same front and back. It is around the same size, although a little smaller than both my Jane's Agenda half letter as well as my Louis Vuitton desk agenda damier bin that I have used and that you've seen in previous videos. All right, let's get into it. Gotta move the flower back. See, I'm trying to be fancy, and my flower is, I'm knocking things into my flower. All right, let's see if we can get closer. I'm gonna try to zoom in with the portrait feature. I just got a new MacBook Pro, so we're gonna see if the portrait and then center stage. Ah, look at that! I have wanted to zoom in for y'all for so long. And finally it is here. So you can finally see these features. Ta-da! I absolutely, positively adore every bit of this right now, y'all. I just have to tell you, this is gorgeous. This cleaned right up. I had some makeup, like some fingerprints. You see a little hint. Because listen, I work hard for the money, as the song says. And so I have been really in this over the past month and a half. And you see, we are just moving on with it. I have the May journaling card from Cloth and Paper. I have a book lover card from Jane's Agenda. That's from their bibliophile. You're going to see these ollie clips throughout because I've been trying to build up some of my other clips, and I just broke down and I bought their whole set. So you'll see that throughout this. And I just love the brown colors. You can see the book lover card. That's from Jane's Agenda. This is from the last Infinite Lotus box that I had. I love Infinite Lotus. I love their products. I love their vibe. The only thing about Infinite Lotus was that they have lots of different inserts for those who want to change it up. And once I get my routines going, I often don't change up inserts. So it just wasn't for me at this particular point in my journey. However, shout out to them. I absolutely love everything that they are doing. You can see, I just have it all clipped up here. I put the journaling cards, see, I'm getting the when you have multiple magnetic clips, that's sometimes what happens. I'm not sure how more experienced planner girlies keep everything together and neat all the time when they open up their planners and it's like blood out. And I'm just like, listen, we're going to live and let live. This also isn't the best video to showcase all the features of the Cloth and Paper folios. I am going to do a plan with me soon. I did get one of their heirloom collection half letter. I went ahead and I made that investment now that they have a way for me to both carry all my pens. I like to carry 2 or 3 pens and pencils, and also to secure my planners. Okay. You may remember all these journaling cards from the beginning of the year. I'm still carrying them around with me, although in this particular format, it's not as easy to showcase them. I'm thinking about ways in which maybe I will find a way to put them on the page. So you can kind of see what we have here. Tomorrow is a direct result of what you choose to do today. I have enough, I do enough, I am enough. So you see that. Oh, I'm just loving the way in which the camera is moving with me. I did not prompt that at all. I mean, listen, planner besties, busy bees, I am telling you, this is amazing. I still have the I have enough, I do enough, I am enough. That is there when I open my planner because I need the daily reminder. And then I have a couple of other things. I have the Cloth and Paper silver planner brooch. I think that is lovely. I have a Notique gold clip. You're going to see mixed metals throughout this, and I absolutely love it. And then in our March box, which was all about fashion ensemble, you're going to see I do have the textured, I believe this is the foul. I think that's not what it's called, but it is the green. I wanted the pop of green. I'm not so much a green girl, just like I'm not a pink girl as much, but you'd be surprised. That's what I have. And of course I have all the clips from that Ollie clip set in my collection here. I also am rocking the index page flags, the ones that are, and I just think they just fit so much with what you're going to see me do in the next few pages. I just really was inspired by the March box and the front row collection from Cloth and Paper, and so you're just going to see a lot of items from them here, and we just change it up. I'm really looking forward to their 10-year anniversary, and I've also been going to the happy hour lives in the workshop. So as a new planner girl, they have been so friendly. And so yeah, so that's what I have going on here. And everyone may recognize this as the ensemble dashboard that we received. If you are subscribed to the Cloth and Paper Intention box, this was part of our March sub box. And let me tell you, as soon as I saw it, I had to pick it up. Also, after I think a few months of being out of stock, they had the fluted planner dashboard. So the fluted dashboard, which many planner folks use as a cover, inside protective cover, I was able to secure mine. Finally, I was able to get the classic size months ago, but back in March, I was able to get this in the classic size. And I got two, like everyone that I've been watching online does, so I have it front and back. And I will say that that is also something that made the Cactus vegan leather, very delicate, very beautiful planner, feel more secure for me. Before I had a more rigid inner cover, I didn't feel quite as secure with things, but with this, I just really am loving the look. This is amazing. Okay, everyone has seen this. This is just, I mean, you gotta give it up. This is a first in the planner community, I believe. I hope I see more fabric and textured dashboards. I am the daughter and the sister of artists. My mother made a lot of clothes for me, including my prom dress. This is all the yes. I believe that the color of this is Ristretto. I still was not able to get the LeBlanc, the white and blue dashboard. And I think after having a planner video where I actually featured a navy blue, I think it also contributed to me switching because I was planning on using this setup with these dashboards with the LeBlanc, which, sold out twice before I could get it. And it's very frustrating. I've even thought about getting one of the smaller sizes and making my own dashboard, getting blue, like a piece of blue cardstock, or getting, just regular cardstock. You get some blue satin fabric and making my own dashboard. But then I was like, child, ain't got nobody got time for that, child. Child, ain't nobody got time for that. Let me just keep it moving. And, if things change, if it comes back, I can always set it back up again to use at another time. So loving this. From May Paper Co., I have this agenda belongs to, and I kind of have a little layering moment here. This is, I did become a subscriber to the Aesthete box. I really love the vase because I am a flower girl. Anybody who follows me on Blue Sky knows I've have flowers just there every night, and I'm just like, yeah. So this was, this is just something that I wanted to showcase, highlight, show you all. So, yeah, I just love it. So that's my real name. And I have the aesthete with, again, I'm just moving these magnetic ollie clips. They're like mini ollie clips. I didn't want the big ones. So often when you see ollie clips or the magnetic clips from planner companies, even the ones you've seen on my small channel, you know, they're big. These are little bitty ones. I'm trying to see, do I have a paper clip nearby? Yeah, I do. So I have my, you can't see it, it's off camera. I have my box near, and I just want to show you. Oops, it flipped. It got away from me. Anyway, let me see if I can grab this. Now I'm determined, you know. Let me grab that so you can see it. So here is a regular sized paper clip. So you see, this is like one of the smaller size paper clips, and you can kind of see, oops, that's where the metal just went to it completely. And then you can see here's a larger paper clip, and see, you see the size of it compared to this smaller ollie clip. If I can find where I got, you know, when I got this, I wonder if you would be able to get this given the changing retail landscape. But I just loved it because I got like 6 clips and they were all in this coffee and chocolate motif, and they just go so well here. You know, see, isn't it gorgeous? Oh, and then the back of the layer is this dashboard for mindful moments, meaningful days that we received. And oh, yep. Oh, I really like that. So this is, yeah, mindful moments, meaningful days, and it's attached to my goals for Roni art divider from the former setup. So you can see everything is kind of together. So let me put it back on. And again, this is a lot of cloth and paper stuff that I have just been using lately. All right, so let's move it right along. And I'm gonna zoom back out. This camera effect is amazing. It's really helping me show the planner. This is our dashboard from the travel. I believe this was from the, yeah, this was from the travel box. That was the April intention box from Cloth and Paper, all about travel. And I just wanted to separate the dashboard from, no, this wasn't from our travel notebook dashboard. This was from the March. This was from, was it March? No, this was April. See, I'm getting confused. It was layered underneath, and so I just separated out from the cover, and I decided to use it here. Here are some of the journaling cards from the past year. I am in my 10th month subscribing to the intention box, and some of these you will recognize. Yeah, so I'm just really loving and enjoying. I really missed the mirrors from last year, but I realized that was 2024. This is 2025. This journaling card that's stitched is a particular highlight. You may remember this, the year of peace and productivity. I still have that. I will be changing it up over the next couple of months because we have come to the end of this academic year. And I have some things that I have done, and I have some things that I have not done and still need to work on. So that's life. Next, we have my inbox section. And I'm so pleased that I was able to get the editorial dividers. So look at that beautiful kind of layering moment here. I mean, just I put inbox, I just wrote it, you know. I have decent handwriting. Inbox. This is one of the few non-cloth and paper or May paper company things in the current setup, because it's a page flag from the old Work Plus Life sets from Happy Planner, and they're transparent page flags, and I'm able to use my uni pen marking pen and just do whatever I need to do there. And I also was able to use on the editorial divider, which were part of the Front Row collection that came out earlier this year. This is just written on with my erasable friction. So I might be able to change it up. I don't know yet, and this is a quick flip through, so I don't want to test it. All right, next I have the routine half dashboard here. And you may remember my inbox setup from the previous planner setup. So I'm not going to get so much into that because I have a lot of work business here and probably not best for social media. The next section is meetings. And you can see I have layered it with the logo file dashboard. Just absolutely loving it. This is another page flag from that Happy Planner Work Plus Life series that is much missed when they really rolled it out about 5 years ago. And I also, because this is the end of the year, I can't really show you much of what's going on in here. Yeah. I'm going to have to put a piece of paper or something to cover what's coming up next. Let me see if I can grab something without completely ruining my entire setup here. I wrote, so the challenges I wrote on the last meeting page. And so I need to refill my planner. I'm telling you, I've been busy. There's been a reason I've been away. Okay, so that was the end of the meeting section. And I showed you those earlier in the year. And then finally, I have my agenda, and I'm so excited. I used this for 5 weeks, so last week of March and then through April. And so I've been using this planner for about 6 weeks. And the agenda is the horizontal weekly from Cloth and Paper. And I do have some dashboards from Infinite Lotus, the Inhale Exhale. And then I have this gorgeous, again, pop of green because it is spring leaves. I have the Read the Bibliophile stickies. I just put these in here over the past week because now that we're during the spring summer semester, things calm down and I'm going to be able to start reading. I want to track that. I am so pleased. I've really been in this planner this year. At some point, I should do a walkthrough, maybe once things really calm down after Memorial Day, and kind of just talk about how I've been using them. I'm really pleased, but because it's been commencement and I am reading lots of dissertations, examinations, final projects, papers, and doing some reviewing, I really haven't yet gotten in here. So I'm a couple weeks behind, but I'm going to do back planning this week, and I am currently in the middle of the second week. So I am just not even worried about that. And then so I just keep 2 months in here, and the 2 months are completely fine. You know, like I've learned that, you know, don't keep a half year, just keep the couple of months and you're good. Then at the back of the planner, I have some stuff that I'm really enjoying. I have this affirmation dashboard. I'm so excited about having that. It is from, of course, CMP, and I'll be able to put page flags and matchsticks here, and I just haven't done it yet. Again, changing things out. Then I have a combination of Infinite Lotus, journaling cards, and, you know, small moments. They had a clean themed card, and I just absolutely loved it. I don't know what that black stuff is there, though. That's kind of weird. I think, oh, that's an ink spot. I'll have to go in and see what I can do. I just thought this was like a moment of fresh air. I like clean linen and the smell of it. So that was amazing. And then I do have some of my business cards from school. And then on the back, I have, you know, the believe you can and you're halfway there. And I kind of like the way that you kind of get these peaks throughout. Don't be afraid to take up space. Then I have this really cool, I made my own dashboard. I've talked about Glamaholic here on this channel before, and I absolutely love them. Detroit owned, woman owned, minority owned, black owned small business. Really, you know, thinking through. Here's a brain dump. I'm hoping I'm covering it up. I have students to give feedback to. I have like projects I'm working on, etc. So I do have some notes pages here, and then not many. I do have page flags because I really am in the meeting and agenda quite a bit. And the page flags I have here are the wider ones from Jane's agenda. I really like those. And then at the back, I just have, I think this is the Jane's agenda page marker from their bibliophile box. Then I have the 10 years of cloth and paper, journal, sort of postcard, my final Ollie clip from that set, the page clip or the corner clip. I loved this Pentel Energel pen that we received in the January sub box. I bought 2 more. I just need to buy a box. I keep buying them or adding them on to cloth and paper orders. It's this burgundy ink, so it's a rich red ink, and absolutely in love. I love this effect here because on the back of this, you do have the one of the dashboards from the front row sort of editorial collection. This was like the March getting ready wardrobe collection. I learned from Aisha, shout out to Planner Girl Rock, to start keeping the packaging. So this is the packaging from my planner brooch, and I really liked how it looks like a tag, since the theme of this is supposed to be planning. Yeah, so this was March get ready routine, and you can kind of see, the ensemble. So the front of the planner is that ensemble dashboard. Oops, I can move this card out, and that was part of this amazing box. I was just gagged, I have to say. And I just really liked the tag, the cloth and paper planner brooch. It looked like a tag you'd get on clothing. I thought that was really cool. So I hooked it around this Ollie clip to get everything together. And then this is kind of like the setup for a photo shoot somewhere in New York. You got these stacks of dusty Vogues. You have like the light. It's just incredible. And so you don't see this because what I've done was I took the fluted dashboard, and so this was the card that came in our box, the ensemble. It's all about fashion, getting ready, high fashion and everyday. And so I took one of these clips, again, CMP. It's a very CMP box. You could see a theme here. A very CMP new setup, okay? And then I did get, this is the Valencia bag card. And yeah, so there you have it. That is me for the new year. Let's see if I can zoom back out and come out of center stage. Yup. Bringing back my flower, bringing back my candle, and exhaling, y'all. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of this? Is this a setup that you think that you'd like to use as we move deeper into spring and summer? What are some of your routines that you're planning on trying? Oh, one thing I didn't do that I usually do is slide the planner out. So let me do that, especially now that I've zoomed out. So you can just see how it's working. Now, the one thing I do like that cloth and paper does do is they give you this back cover so that you can stick things into the folio. So here is what the folio looks like. You can see I have some ring dents here. Not ring, goodness, I'm in dis. I always call dis rings just because I don't do rings at all. I'm not in rings. Never rings. I'm just kidding. My discs are, I do believe these are the cloth and paper 1.5 inch, or they are, I feel so badly that I can't remember if these are the cloth and paper 1.5 inch or the Levenger 1.5 inch. I have so many discs, it's not even funny. So you see the imprint from the disc. And one thing that cloth and paper does that I love is whenever you buy a folio from them, you get a back cover. So you get this back cover that you can then stick in. So if you take that off, let me do that really quickly so you can see. It also works perfectly well. Move this off so it looks better. It works perfectly well on its own. So you can also go around the town like this. Look at that. You see? Doesn't that look good? It looks all dressed up. Look at that. Like it looks so good. Okay. And then if you want, with this way, you could either put on the white cloth and paper, and you're going to see in a minute why I don't do this. You know, you can do that, and you could do that, or you could use the black one. I think without the cover, I think I like the white one better because of all the kind of ristretto and silver, right? The white one looks better. Here is why I like to have the cover, because I like to have both top and side and bottom tabs. I'm going to show you in a minute. So that looks really good. Yeah. Woo. Okay. I think this summer on the deck, I might, change it up a bit. Okay. So here's why. I have my tabs at the top for my, I don't know which way I'm going to grab this thing. So I want to be able to grab it every which way. I have, index tabs for my dividers at the top. You can kind of see. I have, I have tabs on the side. Also page flags to mark things I need to get done. And then I always want to be able to get to my inbox. And so I have my inbox bottom tab, or bottom divider with the, it has the tab at the bottom. So it does mean that usually it's good for me to be an oversized folio covers. But for this, I just think this handy dandy, nifty pin loop, I just really like it. You don't really see much of it out there. I've been buying journal pen loops or pencil case pen case loops. I've been buying these for quite some time, and these are pretty good quality. You also get an inside pocket that you can put some things in. So if you have extra page flags, let's see. Oh well, look at what's in here. These are all from the, from this woman's work planner. I was wondering where those were. Let me get ready to put those in my storage. I do have storage upstairs in my room for this stuff. And then you have, of course, what I'm using currently. So in the comments, let me know what your setups are. Like, are you still using the same kind of thing that you decided to use last November, December, or at the very beginning of the year? Or have things changed? Have you decided that you are going to go for a different setup? Do you like to change things up? Or are you the type of person you're just like, okay, I'm good. We don't need to be changing all that, changing all the time. You know what would be easier? What I'm trying to do is put the back cover into this back. And that's nonsense, especially because I have some other things here and that's making it hard. So I have, see why I didn't want to do candles before? We have this back cover, but I also just stuck a lot of stuff that I might want to have with me at work. And currently, because of the themes, we have lots of browns, mixed metals, gray, silver, pewter, and also gold. I just thought that I would have the tortoiseshell go along with it. I know that we have tortoiseshell discs. You can get them from Cloth and Paper. I bought mine years ago from Happy Planner, but just because the silver or sort of the pewter threads and the ensemble dashboard, this just called for a silvery, shimmery disc, y'all. And then with the effect of this ASMR, the effect of the fluted dashboard, I'm so satisfied with this. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is, so you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to put the back cover on. And again, anytime you buy a Cloth and Paper folio, they do give you this. The thing I like about this is that they sort of understand the assignment, where I've had to cut down dashboards or covers to fit inside my Louis Vuitton Damier Ebene or into my Jane's Agenda, just so it'll stick in the back. This one fits exactly and it doesn't move. So now that it's in, that's not going anywhere, right? So we'll close it up. We will put the Cloth and Paper band and pen case. I'm going to find out what this is. I can't believe I filmed the video without remembering the exact name of this. This is embarrassing. So have that. And I am absolutely pleased. I feel very sophisticated and happy with this. All right, y'all. Don't forget to swing by to see what is next. I am so excited about hanging out with you all for this spring, summer, and the rest of the year. All right, be good to yourselves. Bye. That didn't work. All right, be good to yourselves. Goodbye.